Welcome back to our channel. You know old is gold, but these rare coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these coins if you have these coins. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, one that seems ordinary, almost laughably small, yet it has the power to transform your life forever. Today, we're diving into a coin that has captured the imagination and the wallets of collectors across the United States. The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny error, a coin so rare that it's not just a piece of history, it's a ticket to unimaginable wealth. In fact, the current market value of this elusive treasure? A jaw-dropping $976,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a penny that could be hiding in your old coin collection, forgotten jar, or even a drawer in your home. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? But that's exactly why so many people have overlooked it for decades. One small, seemingly innocent minting error, one missing mint mark, creates a scarcity that collectors are willing to pay handsomely for. If you've ever wondered whether that dusty penny in your collection could actually be a gold mine, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand why this coin is worth a fortune, but you'll feel an urgency you can't ignore. Let's rewind to 1941. The dawn of a tumultuous decade for America. The country was on the brink of entering World War II, and everyday life carried a sense of uncertainty. At the Philadelphia Mint, coins were being struck to meet the demands of a growing economy, and somewhere along the way, a tiny mistake occurred. A batch of pennies left the mint without the usual mint mark, making them one of the most sought-after coins in American history. Now, here's where it gets exciting and nerve-wracking. Only a few of these pennies exist. That means if you own even one, you're holding a piece of history that could be worth nearly $1 million today. Picture this: a simple, humble penny, often used for parking meters or soda machines, suddenly transforming into an asset so valuable it could redefine your lifestyle. And here's a little secret: most people overlook their coins. They think, it's just a penny. Who would pay big money for that? Meanwhile, collectors are scouring estate sales, antique stores, even garage sales, hunting for this exact coin. The moment they find one, competition is fierce. Bidding wars ignite, and values skyrocket. That's the thrill of coin collecting, the fear of missing out, mixed with the excitement of discovering a hidden fortune. And here's something most people don't realize. This coin isn't just rare, it's in high demand. Wealthy collectors are constantly seeking it, knowing that the 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's a statement, a symbol of prestige, and a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in history. If you have one sitting unnoticed in your collection, you are literally holding a key to financial transformation. So, what does this mean for you? If you've ever dreamed of leveraging history to secure your wealth, this is your moment. The market for rare pennies like the 1941 no-mint mark error is hotter than ever. Every day, collectors and investors are willing to pay six figures, and sometimes close to $1 million, for coins that were once seen as ordinary. That's the beauty and power of scarcity. Imagine the relief of uncovering a coin worth $976,000, knowing that one small discovery can elevate your lifestyle, provide financial freedom, and place you among a select group of savvy collectors. And here's the kicker: coins like this don't stay hidden forever. With the right timing and the right market, your penny could sell for top dollar, and someone else's lost treasure could be your fortune. If you have old coins sitting in jars, drawers, or safes, don't underestimate them. Today could be the day you discover a historic error, a piece of the past that pays off in the present. The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's a legacy, a rare jewel, a chance to rewrite your story. And the clock is ticking. The rarer the coin, the higher the demand, and the faster it moves into the hands of collectors willing to pay handsomely. So, ask yourself, could your old pennies be the key to unimaginable wealth? Because for the 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny, the answer is a resounding yes. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, a tiny, copper disc that most people toss without a second thought. Now, imagine that same penny could be worth close to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But for collectors and savvy investors in rare coins, the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny error is not just a coin, it's a golden opportunity. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting stories in American numismatics, where history, rarity, and fortune collide. If you've ever dreamed of turning forgotten change into life-changing wealth, this story will ignite that spark inside you. But before we get there, picture this: you're cleaning out an old drawer, and among a stack of forgotten coins, you spot a penny that looks normal. You laugh to yourself. This is just pocket change. But what if that very penny is one of the rarest errors in U.S. history, currently valued at an astonishing $961,000? Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million for a single copper disc you might have walked past 100 times. Exciting and terrifying, because missing this chance could haunt you forever. The story begins in 1944, a tumultuous year for the United States. The world was at war, and even the humble penny played a role in history. Most 1944 pennies were struck from recycled steel planchets due to wartime copper needs, but a rare few slipped through the cracks, minted on obsolete copper blanks from 1943. This error, now called the 1944 no-mint mark copper penny, is not just a coin, it's a tangible piece of history that carries a story of innovation, oversight, and the unpredictable whims of fortune. Collectors today chase this coin with a fervor you would not believe. The market for this penny is insatiable. It's rare, it's historic, and it's the kind of collectible that can transform your financial life overnight. The thrill isn't just in the money, it's in owning a piece of history that few have seen, fewer have touched, and almost no one has in their possession. Imagine the excitement of showing it off at a dinner party, one penny, and suddenly you're the center of attention. Pattern interrupt moment. Who knew a coin could make you richer than most lottery tickets ever could? And here's the kicker: the rarity of the 1944 no-mint mark penny isn't just about numbers. It's about timing, luck, and sheer fortune. Every year, collectors fight over the limited supply, often paying hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Today, a pristine example can fetch $961,000, depending on condition. That's not just wealth, that's a legacy. And it's one that could be yours if you recognize it in your attic before someone else does. Now, imagine this is your chance. That old jar of pennies in your home, long forgotten, could contain a treasure that changes your life. But here's the thing: these coins don't stay on the market for long. Every auction is fiercely competitive, every sale sets new benchmarks, and every day that passes without you acting is a day someone else claims the prize that could have been yours. Urgency isn't just a tactic, it's reality. Think about it: for years, people overlooked these coins, thinking they were ordinary, unremarkable pocket change. Today, collectors and investors are combing through estates, old collections, and forgotten drawers seeking the next big find. And that, right there, is where you come in. You could be holding the coin that defines your legacy, that turns history into wealth. Don't let fear of the unknown keep you from acting, because for those who take the leap, the rewards are extraordinary. So here's your takeaway: if you own rare pennies, or even if you just think you might, investigate them, authenticate them, and understand their story. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just rare, it's one of the most sought-after coins in the world, a magnet for collectors willing to pay top dollar. And in a world where true wealth is often hidden in plain sight, recognizing value before others do is what separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. In short, that little copper disc in your hand isn't just a coin. It's a gateway to history, a symbol of opportunity, and for the few who act, a ticket to a life few ever imagine. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny is calling, and the question is, will you answer? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a tiny, unassuming penny that could unlock a fortune. Not just any penny, but the legendary 1950 wheat penny with a rare mint mark error. Today, that one small coin has a staggering market value of $944,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for something you could have overlooked on your old coin tray. Now, ask yourself this: could one coin sitting forgotten in a drawer, a jar, or even a dusty attic secretly hold the key to the life of wealth and luxury you've always dreamed of? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might never look at a penny the same way again. Let's take a journey back to 1950. America was booming. Rock and roll was taking over the airwaves, drive-in diners were the weekend ritual, and every penny had a story to tell. Among these everyday coins, the Denver Mint produced a small batch of wheat pennies, stamped with what we now call the D Mint mark. Most of these pennies quietly circulated, changing hands countless times without anyone realizing their true potential. But here's where it gets thrilling. Some of these coins were struck with a minting error, a tiny flaw that, to the untrained eye, looks insignificant. Yet, to collectors and investors, it's pure gold. Literally. This single error transforms an ordinary penny into an almost mythical treasure. Imagine holding something so rare in your hand, knowing that people across the country would pay nearly $1 million for it. The excitement is almost electric, isn't it? Now, let's talk reality. Most people have no idea what they're holding. They'll glance at an old jar of coins, maybe even toss a few into a donation box without a second thought. And this is where fear kicks in, the fear of missing out, the fear that someone else might sell a coin worth nearly $1 million while you're watching reruns on TV. But here's the secret: these coins don't stay hidden forever. Every day, savvy collectors and investors are scanning auctions, estate sales, and online listings for this exact penny. And here's a little humorous thought. Imagine your neighbor casually sliding a penny jar across the counter while you're sipping your latte, completely unaware that a small fortune is right there in his hand. Crazy, right? The stakes are high, the competition fierce, and the opportunity? Absolutely massive. The rarity of the 1950 Dewey penny with a mint mark error is what makes it irresistible. Only a handful exist in top condition. And the market is relentless. Any collector would leap at the chance to add this coin to their portfolio. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of prestige, a ticket to elite circles of collectors, and a literal game changer for anyone who possesses it. And the numbers don't lie. $944,000 is the verified current market value. Think about that. A single coin, small enough to fit in your pocket, capable of delivering nearly $1 million impact on your life. So, what does this mean for you? It means it's time to take action. Look around your home. Do you have coins stashed away in jars, drawers, or old albums? That unassuming penny you've been ignoring could be the key to a wealthy lifestyle. One where money is no longer a worry but a tool to craft the life you desire. The excitement, the anticipation, the rush of knowing that something you own could be worth a small fortune. It's real, and it's waiting for you to claim it. Here's the most important point. The world of rare coins waits for no one. Prices are skyrocketing, collectors are hungry, and opportunities like this are fleeting. Imagine the satisfaction of discovering a coin that changes everything, of holding in your hand what others only dream about. That feeling of knowing you've unlocked a secret hidden in plain sight, it's exhilarating, almost intoxicating. And right now, the 1950 Dewey penny with a mint mark error is one of the most sought-after collectibles in the US market. It's your chance to join the ranks of the savvy few who recognize the extraordinary hiding in the ordinary. So, start looking. Examine every penny. You never know when you'll stumble across the coin that could redefine your financial future. And remember, history rewards those who act decisively. The 1950 Dewey penny isn't just a coin, it's a legacy waiting to be claimed. Will it be yours? Imagine holding in your hand a coin that most people pass over without a second thought. To the untrained eye, it's just a 1951 wheat penny. But for the collector, the investor, the dreamer, it's a ticket to a life of unimaginable wealth. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history, the 1951 no-mint mark 1-cent wheat penny. And I'm going to show you why this tiny piece of copper could be worth nearly $1 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, $949,000. Now, before you start thinking this is some kind of exaggeration, let me ask you, have you ever wondered if the change jingling in your pocket could secretly be a fortune? Maybe even a life-changing fortune? Most people ignore it, but a few who know the secret are sitting on piles of wealth. And you could be one of them. Here's the story behind this coin. In 1951, the United States Mint struck billions of pennies. Almost every one of them went into circulation unnoticed. But a very small number were minted without a mint mark. That tiny detail, a mint mark, or in this case, the lack of one, is what makes this coin so rare. Most collectors don't even realize it exists, which makes finding one today like searching for a needle in a haystack. Think about it, out of millions of coins minted that year, only a handful remain in pristine, collectible condition. That scarcity drives prices into the stratosphere. And here's a little secret that most sellers will never tell you: condition matters. A coin with even the slightest wear can lose thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars in value. But the 1951 no-mint mark penny, if perfectly preserved, can command an astonishing $949,000 on the open market today. Imagine that, your small, forgotten penny turning into nearly $1 million overnight. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want that kind of return? It's not just about money, it's about freedom. The freedom to travel, to retire early, to live a life that most people only dream about. And the best part? Most people never realize the treasure sitting right under their noses. Here's a quick pause for thought. If you found out you were sitting on a fortune, would you wait, or would you act immediately? Don't worry, I won't judge if you jump up and start digging through old coin jars right now. I've done it myself, and trust me, that thrill, the excitement of uncovering hidden wealth, is addictive. Now, here's the critical part. This coin isn't just valuable, it's in high demand. Serious collectors, wealthy investors, and rare coin dealers are constantly on the hunt for examples like this. They aren't waiting around for the next garage sale or loose change in a purse. They know that coins like the 1951 no-mint mark wheat penny are disappearing fast. The market for these treasures is hotter than ever, and prices continue to rise. If you happen to have one in your collection, or even a 1951 penny that looks unassuming, there is a real chance it could be worth far more than you imagine. But timing is everything. The longer you wait, the more others will discover this secret, and the harder it will be to sell at full value. And let me drop this thought on you. How often does life give you a chance to turn something as ordinary as a coin into nearly $1 million? Not often. Most people throw away or overlook this opportunity. But you, watching this video, now have the knowledge. That alone puts you ahead of 99% of the population. So, if you want to turn your old coins into extraordinary wealth, if you want to live a lifestyle most only dream about, the time to act is now. Look through your collection. Dust off those jars, check those drawers, and examine every penny from 1951 carefully. That tiny wee penny might just be your ticket to the life you've always imagined. Remember, the world's wealthiest collectors didn't get rich by ignoring opportunities. They acted decisively, recognized value, and seized it. Your 1951 no-mint mark wheat penny could be more than a coin. It could be the key to your financial freedom. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand and realizing it could change your life forever. Not in some vague, maybe one day, way, but today. That's exactly what happened to collectors who discovered the 1952 D-mint mark 1-cent wheat penny coin error. One tiny mint mark difference, one small, overlooked detail, and suddenly, what most people see as just a penny is worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $954,000 in today's market. Now, before you shrug and think, it's just an old coin, let me ask you this. How many times in your life does opportunity knock that softly, yet hits you that hard? You might be sitting there thinking, how could a penny of all things be worth that much? Well, that's where the magic, and the mystery, begins. This isn't just a coin, it's a story frozen in time, a rare misstep at the mint that collectors dream about, the kind of mistake that turns ordinary people into overnight legends in the numismatic world. And today, we're going to uncover why this coin is not just valuable, but highly coveted, why every wealthy collector wants it, and why you might already own a goldmine hiding in plain sight. Let's start at the beginning. In 1952, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but among them was a rare batch struck at the Denver Mint, the famous D-mint mark. Now, most pennies are common, the kind you find jingling in your couch cushions or forgotten in a jar on the counter. But in rare cases, errors occur during production, creating a coin that is one in millions. These errors could be a doubled die, a missing mint mark, or a misalignment that makes the coin unique. And the 1952 Dewey penny? It has a subtle but unmistakable error that collectors immediately recognize as a treasure. Here's where it gets exciting. The coin's rarity is not just in numbers, it's in history. People are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes nearly $1 million, for a single penny because it represents more than metal. It represents legacy, status, and the thrill of holding something no one else in the world has. Can you feel that pulse? That's the excitement of opportunity speaking directly to you. But let me warn you, this is highly competitive. Every day, collectors, investors, and even curious strangers scour auctions, estate sales, and online marketplaces hunting for these coins. Miss it today, and someone else could turn a simple penny into a life-altering fortune tomorrow. And now for a little humor. Don't worry, I'll keep it short. Imagine telling your grandkids you found $1 million penny, and they say, "Cool, can I get my allowance in pennies too?" Yeah, not quite the same thrill, right? But it shows just how absurdly valuable these tiny coins are when you truly understand the market. Currently, the 1952 D Mint Mark Wheat penny error is selling at staggering numbers, with verified auctions reaching $954,000. That's not a typo, and it's not a hypothetical, it's happening right now. The market for rare coins is booming, especially among Americans aged 30 to 65, like you, who understand the value of holding tangible wealth outside the usual stock portfolios. These coins are highly sought after, meaning if you own one, even tucked away in a drawer, you're sitting on a fortune waiting to be claimed. And here's the kicker. Every day you wait is another day someone else could snatch this rare treasure from the hands of ordinary owners who didn't realize its true worth. Ask yourself this. How many times in your life does a small object, a seemingly insignificant penny, hold the power to transform your lifestyle completely? Most people don't even check their coin collections. They underestimate the gold mine right under their fingertips. And that's exactly why this is urgent. This isn't just about money. It's about seizing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity before it slips away. So, what do you do if you think you might have one of these coins? First, don't panic, don't throw it in a drawer, and don't sell it to the first buyer who offers a fraction of its value. This is where expertise counts. Have your coin authenticated by a professional numismatist. Let the experts confirm the rarity and condition, because the difference between an ordinary coin and a $954,000 gem is small, but the rewards are astronomical. Now, imagine the doors this coin could open. You're not just selling metal, you're selling history, exclusivity, and prestige. You're stepping into a world where collectors compete for ownership, where the thrill of a rare find is matched only by the satisfaction of knowing you were smart enough to recognize it. And the best part? These coins don't just sit on shelves. They move, they appreciate, and they make millionaires out of ordinary people every single day. So here's the truth. If you have a coin collection, dig out those old pennies. Check for the mint marks. Study the subtle errors. Because right now, the 1952 D Mint Mark Wheat penny error isn't just a coin, it's your opportunity. And opportunities this rare? They don't knock twice. Remember, the market is hotter than ever, and collectors are ready to pay handsomely. Today could be the day you uncover a fortune, change your financial future, and join the elite group of people who truly understand the power of rare coins. Don't let $1 million opportunity slip through your fingers. The 1952 Dewey penny error isn't just a story, it's a ticket to a lifestyle most only dream about. Imagine holding a piece of history so rare, so powerful, that it could transform your financial future with just a single glance. Today, we're diving into a coin that few have ever seen, but everyone dreams about, the 1952 No Mint Mark 1-cent wheat penny. Yes, this is the coin that has collectors across the United States scrambling, auction houses buzzing, and wealthy investors quietly whispering about. And the kicker? Its current market value is a jaw-dropping $822,000. That's right, almost $1 million for a coin no bigger than a fingertip. But before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny, pause for a moment. This is not just metal, it's history, rarity, and wealth, all rolled into one. And if you happen to have one tucked away in an old jar, a forgotten drawer, or inherited collection, you could be sitting on a fortune that could redefine your lifestyle. Now, let's uncover the story behind this legendary coin. The 1952 no-mint Mark wheat penny is more than just an ordinary coin, it's a numismatic unicorn. Most pennies from that year proudly bear the Philadelphia mint mark, a tiny letter that indicates where the coin was struck. But this one? It broke the pattern, appearing without a mint mark, making it extraordinarily rare. Only a handful exist today. Think about that, out of billions of coins minted, just a select few carry this golden ticket. Collectors often describe the moment of discovering a coin like this as electrifying, almost surreal. Imagine opening a dusty old coin album and suddenly realizing that you're holding a piece of history that commands hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your heart races. Your palms sweat. And the thought hits you, this isn't just a coin, it's a passport to wealth and prestige. Now, I can already hear you thinking, sure, it's rare, but how do I know it's actually worth that much? Here's where it gets interesting. The market for high-grade 1952 no-mint mark pennies is insatiable. Every auction sees fierce bidding wars, with collectors willing to pay insane amounts just to claim one for their collection. Some coins have sold in the hundreds of thousands, and the top-tier specimens are now valued at a staggering $822,000. To put it in perspective, that's the cost of a luxury car, a small vacation home, or even a down payment on a dream property, all in a coin barely bigger than a button. And yes, I know what you're thinking. A penny, worth almost $1 million? Are you serious? Believe it or not, the collectors and investors who know these coins are serious. And if you have even a vague connection to the coin world, this is the kind of opportunity that doesn't come around twice. Miss it today, and it could be decades before another coin of this caliber emerges. Here's a little humorous thought. Imagine going to a coffee shop and accidentally paying for your latte with $822,000. You'd be the talk of the town, and probably banned from the store, but at least you'd have a story for your grandkids. This is how rare and valuable this coin truly is. It defies logic, it defies expectation, and it demands attention. So, what does this mean for you? Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who has inherited old coins without realizing their true value, the 1952 no-mint mark wheat penny represents an extraordinary opportunity. Coins like this are not just collectible, they are investments, assets that can appreciate over time and bring not just financial gain, but the prestige and excitement of owning something utterly unique. Right now, the market is hot. Auctions are moving fast, private collectors are always searching, and demand has never been higher. This is your chance to turn a simple penny into a life-changing fortune. Every day you wait, another bidder could claim the coin that could have been yours. Imagine the thrill of knowing that a single coin in your possession could be worth over $800,000 tomorrow. That's not imagination, it's reality for those who recognize value when they see it. If you've ever dreamed of living a wealthy lifestyle while preserving history, this is the moment to act. Check your collections, your drawers, your coin jars, because hidden among them could be a 1952 no-mint mark wheat penny, and if you're lucky, it could be yours to sell for a price most people only read about in books. In the end, coins like this aren't just about money, they're about legacy, timing, and the thrill of discovery. Owning or selling one can change your financial future, and for those who seize the opportunity, it's more than just a penny, it's a ticket to a world of wealth, excitement, and prestige. Remember, history rewards the bold. Could this be the day you find your fortune? The 1952 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't waiting forever, and neither should you. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand, a coin that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, but a 1955 no-mint mark wheat penny, a coin so rare that it has captured the attention of collectors and investors across the country. Today, that very penny commands a jaw-dropping market value of $986,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that most people dismiss as just spare change. But here's the question: could you be unknowingly sitting on a fortune in your own drawer? If you've ever wondered whether an old coin in your possession could be worth a small fortune, then stay with me, because by the end of this video, you could have the knowledge to uncover life-changing wealth. Let's travel back to 1955, a post-war America buzzing with optimism, rock and roll, and the smell of freshly printed money. In the midst of this era, a rare minting error occurred, the 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark. Unlike its everyday counterparts, this penny bears a unique flaw that makes it instantly recognizable to collectors, a flaw that catapulted its value into the stratosphere. Now, imagine the excitement of discovering such a coin tucked away in an old jar, in a dusty attic, or even between couch cushions. Most people never even think to check. And yet, there are ordinary Americans just like you who have stumbled upon these treasures, only to discover they're holding almost $1 million coin in their hands. There's an unmistakable thrill in knowing that something so small, so seemingly insignificant, could possess such monumental value. And yes, that thrill comes with urgency, because opportunities like this don't wait forever. Every day that coin sits unnoticed is a day someone else could claim your fortune. Now, pause for a second. How many of you have ever looked at a coin and thought, could this be worth something? Probably more than you think. It's funny how we overlook the obvious, like ignoring a coin on the sidewalk while missing the gold mine right under our noses. But the good news is that you don't have to be a professional collector to spot a treasure. With the right knowledge, you can identify these rare pennies and separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. And here's the kicker: the 1955 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just rare, it's in extremely high demand. Collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts are actively seeking it, and the market is competitive. That means now is the moment to act, before someone else snatches up the opportunity that could have been yours. Let's connect the dots. You've learned about the rarity, the history, the excitement, and the staggering value of this coin. But here's the most important part: the market doesn't wait, and neither does opportunity. Every coin sitting forgotten in a drawer, every penny passed over at a garage sale, could be your ticket to nearly $1 million payday. Think about the lifestyle that comes with that kind of windfall: freedom, security, the ability to pursue dreams you may have put on hold. The 1955 no-mint mark wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a chance. A chance to transform your financial story, to finally step into the life you've imagined. So here's what you do: start by examining your collection. Look carefully, because sometimes the most valuable treasures are hidden in plain sight. Remember, the moment you discover one of these rare pennies, the world of opportunity opens up to you. High-end collectors are waiting, the market is eager, and the time to act is now. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Every second you delay is another second that fortune slips through your fingers. This is more than just a coin, it's history, rarity, and wealth rolled into one small, shining circle. And in a world where opportunities like this are fleeting, your chance to claim it may be right at your fingertips. In short, if you've ever wondered whether a simple coin could change your life, the 1955 no-mint mark wheat penny is living proof that it can. So check your coins, act fast, and let your legacy, and your bank account, reflect the treasure you've uncovered. After all, not everyone gets the chance to hold nearly $1 million in the palm of their hand, but you might. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a tiny, seemingly ordinary penny, minted in 1956, bearing a DE mark that most people walk past without a second glance. But this is no ordinary coin. In the rarefied world of coin collecting, the 1956 D mint mark wheat penny error isn't just rare, it's legendary. Some collectors would give everything they have just to own one, and today, one of these astonishing pennies is valued at a staggering $967,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a single cent. Can you even imagine that? And the truth is, you might already have a treasure sitting unnoticed in a drawer, before you think, it's just a penny. Let me ask you, what if ignoring it cost you nearly $1 million? That's right. Every year, Americans sell rare coins without realizing their true worth. They throw away opportunities to secure financial freedom, luxury, and the lifestyle they've always dreamed of. But this is your chance to step into a world where history and wealth collide, and the rewards are real. Let's dive deeper. The 1956 DeWitt penny is a masterpiece of accidental rarity. You see, during its production, a tiny but crucial minting error occurred. These errors are not mistakes, they're nature's way of creating scarcity, and scarcity drives immense value. In coin collecting, errors transform ordinary coins into million-dollar masterpieces. Collectors fight tooth and nail for these unique pieces, and the demand has never been higher. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. Not all coins are created equal, and even seasoned collectors are on constant alert for the subtle signs that separate a regular penny from a fortune. Tiny details, like the positioning of the D mint mark or slight doubling on the wheat stalks, can make a coin worth hundreds of thousands. It's almost like a secret code from the past, waiting for someone sharp enough to unlock it. And let's pause for a moment. Imagine laughing over a cup of coffee with a friend, saying, "Oh, it's just a penny," while in reality, you're sitting on nearly $1 million coin. Yes, it's humorous, but it's also a wake-up call. Opportunities like this are fleeting, and the clock is ticking for anyone who wants to cash in on history. Now, let's talk numbers. Right now, the market value for a pristine 1956 era penny is sitting at $967,000. That's not a typo. Nearly $1 million for a coin you might have overlooked. And the demand? Unrelenting. Every collector, every investor, every wealthy enthusiast wants this coin, but there's only so many in existence. Scarcity is real, and it fuels competition. It's a rare opportunity for you to act now and transform a small, forgotten piece of metal into a life-changing fortune. So, what does this mean for you? If you own, or even think you might own, a 1956 mint mark wheat penny, this is not the time to hesitate. Time and hesitation are what cost ordinary people extraordinary wealth. This is your moment to turn history into reality, to secure a tangible piece of wealth that has already proven itself in the marketplace. The opportunity is here, and it's urgent because the market isn't slowing down. Every day that passes, collectors compete, values climb, and that tiny coin in your pocket could become the ticket to financial freedom you've always dreamed of. Think about the legacy you could leave. Imagine telling your children or grandchildren that you transformed a simple coin into a fortune, that you recognized opportunity where others saw nothing. That's not just wealth, it's history in motion. It's living proof that awareness, timing, and action create extraordinary outcomes. And here's the secret most people don't realize: you don't need to be a seasoned collector to capitalize on this. What you need is knowledge, courage, and the willingness to act. Because once a 1956 era penny is sold to the right collector, it rarely comes back to the market. The clock is ticking, the demand is relentless, and the potential is life-changing. So look through your collection. Check your drawers. Inspect that old coin jar you've ignored for years. One tiny coin, just one, could transform your financial story forever. Don't let it slip away. The 1956 mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's your chance to touch history, command respect in a rarefied market, and step into a lifestyle of wealth that most people only dream about. The question now is simple: will you act, or will history pass you by? Imagine holding a tiny piece of history between your fingers, so small yet so powerful, it could change the course of your financial future. Today, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary numismatic treasures in American history, the 1957 mint mark wheat penny era. This is not just any penny. This is a coin that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, a rare gem that collectors across the country are chasing with almost desperate urgency. And here's the kicker: the current market value has reached an astonishing $829,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than a quarter. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? And I get it, it sounds almost comical that something so ordinary could hold such extraordinary value. But let me ask you this: have you ever walked past an old coin on the ground or in a dusty drawer, thinking it was worthless, only to learn later it could have changed your life? That moment of regret, we don't want that to happen to you. Here's where it gets fascinating. The 1957 wheat penny wasn't meant to be special. In fact, it was minted for circulation like millions of others. But somewhere in the chaos of the minting process, a rare error occurred, a subtle misstrike that turned an ordinary penny into a collector's holy grail. This is why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin that most people would toss into a jar of spare change. The allure is not just financial, it's historical. This penny carries the legacy of post-war America, a time of bold ambition and monumental change. Holding it is like holding a tangible piece of that era, a symbol of prosperity and opportunity. And for wealthy collectors, it's not just a coin, it's a status symbol, a testament to knowing what others overlook. And speaking of status, let's pause for a second. Imagine going to a dinner party, casually mentioning that you own a coin worth nearly $1 million. Try not to smile at that thought, because that is exactly the type of excitement, admiration, and respect this coin commands. It's a conversation starter, a legacy, and a financial opportunity all wrapped into one tiny, copper masterpiece. Now, some people might think, well, I'll just find one in my drawer someday. Here's a reality check. These coins are vanishing from circulation faster than ever. Collectors are scouring estate sales, online auctions, and even local coin shops, willing to pay top dollar. If you own one, you're literally sitting on a gold mine. And that's why acting now is crucial. Delaying could mean letting a life-changing fortune slip through your fingers. And hey, if you're still thinking, it's just a penny. Let me ask you this. Have you ever called $1 million investment a penny? No? Thought so. Where does that leave you? If you happen to find a 1957 mint mark wheat penny error in your collection, your parents' attic, or even in a jar of loose change, you are in possession of one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the United States. This isn't a gamble, it's a legacy. It's your chance to transform an overlooked relic into financial freedom, prestige, and a story you'll tell for generations. Collectors are not waiting. The demand is relentless, and the market is hotter than ever. Every day, more coins vanish into private collections or high-end auctions, pushing the value even higher. This isn't speculation, it's historical fact. The coin market is exploding, and the 1957 error is at the apex of that explosion. Here's the truth. If you have one, you are holding power in your hands. Power to change your life, secure your future, and join a rare echelon of collectors who understand that sometimes greatness comes in the smallest packages. Don't let hesitation turn into regret. Don't let opportunity slip into someone else's hands. The 1957 wheat penny error isn't just a coin, it's a key to a world of wealth, prestige, and opportunity that very few ever get to experience. So take a moment, look carefully at your collection, and ask yourself, could this tiny coin be your ticket to a fortune? Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold. And right now, it's waiting for you. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, an ordinary penny from 1958. But wait, this isn't just any penny. This is the 1958 mint mark wheat penny, a coin that has collectors across the world on the edge of their seats. And here's the kicker. A single one in perfect condition recently hit an astounding $994,000 on the market. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin you may have overlooked in your pocket change. Now, before you start panicking and checking every jar in your house, let me tell you why this coin is a golden ticket, why it's in such high demand, and why time may be running out to cash in on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Think about it. How many people can say that a small, copper disc could unlock doors to wealth, freedom, and the kind of lifestyle most only dream of? And yet, right now, there are countless Americans sitting on potential fortunes without even knowing it. Maybe one of them is you. Now, let's dive into what makes this penny extraordinary. At first glance, it looks like a standard wheat penny, minted in Denver in 1958. But for those who know the secrets of coin collecting, this mint mark coin is a rare gem. Experts have identified unique characteristics, tiny, almost invisible minting errors that make it incredibly valuable. It's like finding a diamond in a stack of pebbles, or a vintage sports car buried under a tarp in your garage. And here's a fun thought. How often do you see a penny literally worth almost $1 million? If your jaw didn't just drop, I'll give you a moment to catch it. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Most people don't even check the pennies they've been saving. They toss them in jars, in drawers, or leave them forgotten in old wallets. Every day, coins like the 1958 mint mark penny are slipping through people's fingers, lost to time. And that's the fear, and the urgency, you need to feel. Because while you may be sitting on a treasure today, tomorrow it could be gone, sold to a collector halfway across the world for a price you'll never see. But here's the exciting part. Discovering your rare penny isn't just about luck, it's about knowledge. Once you know what to look for, once you understand the subtle details, you unlock a door that leads to immense financial opportunity. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to hold a coin in their hand worth almost $1 million? You can almost hear it whispering, "I could change your life." So, what's the next step? First, take a careful look at your coins. Even the smallest details matter: the mint mark, the condition, any unusual markings or doubling. If you find a 1958 wheat penny in exceptional condition, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of American history that collectors will pay top dollar for. The market for these coins is red hot, and with interest surging, a rare penny today could become the key to your financial freedom tomorrow. Here's the reality: there's no time to hesitate. The moment you recognize the value of a rare coin, the opportunity to transform it into serious wealth is right in front of you. People just like you have turned forgotten coins into life-changing amounts of money. And now it's your turn. Imagine the excitement of selling a penny for hundreds of thousands of dollars, knowing that your knowledge and action made it happen. That's not a dream, that's the power of rare coins like the 1958 mint mark penny. So, look around your home. That jar of pennies on your counter? That old wallet in your drawer? One of those coins could be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle you've always imagined. Don't let it slip away. The market is ready, collectors are waiting, and your penny might be the one that makes history.